Chisani sato na indo mwancho muligereri bono kerokoro kwegena kwa nebuna nogendrete kwego kya kubwati milobirion sigetaseni kya Ndizi TV na bwo bwansu bwo Gusii kokwarigania SMS ya maya iriyo ngomanya una nara yaya ngwariganeretie asenchera ere yobwekiranu korenda ritaganike gimati gatranyore gatiari ngwariganeretie asenchera ere yobwenge
tena nyoro bono mambia ngendu yale abwati bwo
Omusacha oyo mukubekwa byara soko mukururo omwana oyo munyaroka ase wodi ya Bubaracho me county ya Kisii.
Public officials have no business standing in the way of business.
Omukonyi bumurai wenseri gadigashawa goteba bo bisabe serikali mbachigosira so gukinyo bonchoreria.
We are going to map out the response from the National Treasury and Economic Planning, and I'm sure that will be the plan that will be undertaken by most of the people.
Professor Njuguna Ndungu nero ireli bagari obo waziri aseke gancha oyotebire obokoreri obuyambo ikirane. Mwancho muligereri ya mnanda manke ngo kwariganira nkumanya senchera ere yobwekira rugendera utanyora se website yaito wetra www.ndizitv.or.ke asesemo ya Facebook tobwate wetra Ndizi TV News Digital ensemo ya YouTube Ndizi TV News naboigo ase omutandao Twitter nabogotanyora wetra @Ndizi TV News ere otogendere gusanga manke ire triane Evelyn Osero oritokubwatira nere kwene kia awekera sensemo imanyererio nigakoro kwa Joshua Uta kabana ntwiko moerio Amaya ya chinsaisato ni otoko ya chaka koruase county ya Kisii awase omukageruo yomo abekire byaran asogotobekana kumwengera omwana oyo munyaruka we myaka 10 nomo ase wodi ya Bubaracho imeye county ya Kisii nonyana boni go isemo ko mwana oyo nabo igo ngina batangira segetaseni kyabanyanyimbo ya Kyogoro chinga kibono abanyanyimbo bagendrete n'ubutuki kuwatkana nega korikero botorwaso bwekiranu nigo twarganire na Josephat Amisi.
Omusacha oyo moniga bekire byara aseri mocho yo kumukururu mwana oye we myaka 10 no education Bubaracho ward me county ya Kisii
tena nyoro bono mambia ngendu yale abwati bwo asama ngana abete gifamili gati yendu yana magisukali makoli no mwana oye family no mwana oyo Joseph Wang ngana tibonga to mwana magisukali ona kikiagara twatire ko tekiyogora kubwati mwana yego
kubaika ange abamenyi baye nigo aigoire EOBC ensemo ya Musocho ase aratokekera Jumatatu chinsa ibere goika chinsa isano nemo ase arategerere ebirero by'abamenyi ase boigo achora omumanager we ward ase Lieta Johnson eliokobwaterana
igonde wense bwata mangana botani ke ijuji takobisiana Musocho ryotoigo ase kyobisi sa county no bisiane na inche tagete kubatangasa bitukulia nogo chichonyore ne bitukulia Jumatatu uchakira chinsa ibere paka saa 6 kamili
na abairo musibole ntwase yego consultation yara abantu bangitumba bwato bokomwa une grupu cheito chiroro chabire myake menge batari kokonyeka singi abantu batari kumanya ibako takira ibakura
ase ensemo yechискuru nigo omoske abuga aene kirigo chia gonchoreria ase arure omubwekano bweskuru yaraganga secondary iyo ebwate amakongwa mange ayo akolemaria ogokora buya kwa baorokigwa
na charity program yo make sure na abana mbali bagwa kashikari nebintu byaroto ka kibiro bigato gwatira ne to make sure ngibindi yase ibiro binatebe ne bumugambi tari kumbwatisi emirime konye korane nabona enchirango esababu ngokora yonsi tokonya abana baitu tubwate polytechnic ka kibwata abana batana kuruna nakane tekikadi moche mugendo abana baitire sarasi eskuru ego twara abali abange ekira abana funsi ba eskuru endi abana 58 kaji aituguchi unarengero mu director of education abana funzi barejeze the form 4 n'abana funzi 15 boka oyo omona iba akamyoti tayi oyo ndaro alitanye go school igaba nafunzi bago yokora mate 13 kulingana n'iri kigo cya education bana bari wanjye gukora matemo ase school barenze ya sarasi abana bakugenda skuru ra saa mbili na nusu igoika saa 9 mwana tayo skuru inere skuru yoka mugisere ndima itakuwa ati preps ontage kwi wana bari mori eita baita leo kolegas usagende skuru ye koikecha ate gutwara preps
ginko reporteria egetaseni kya Ndizi TV litaliane Mildred Momanyi. Mbia mono omurike ito Mildred Momanyi ase oroboti ururukiranu egati yabarade begetaseni kya Ndizi TV nigo baikirana ase ekinyoro kya matongo yotoka se wodi ya Kiogoro ebunge ya Nyaribari chachemeye kaunti ya Kisii asomuyega bwoko moenia omugaka Peter Waro Aruya oyore tato mwabo ya mwaba director begetaseni kya Ndizi TV Jared Waro nomuyega obogo wikiranwa n'abantu abanke abacha korwa engora yabo gati yabo mu MCA we wodi yo ya Kiogoro muri kito Ndemo Steven noroboti orwa senchira yobwikiranu
nigo yale sabali yo mwelio ya nyagosiro mugaka Peter Gwaro maigo yoko ba senseye asege kakie miaka 52 n'etatu efamiri amate abairi n'abasanigo baikirana asomo yego yora une kanisa ya St. Jerome
ya Bwana wetu Yesu Kristo na upendo wa Mungu Baba na ushirika wa Roho Mtakatifu viwe nanyi nyote. Viwe rohoni mwako.
Amate ya ime ya nyagosira nigo yare migwa gwetera matera ebibongo byebuku amone chinkwana
Sani tuwawatere ng'ambe ya mono family yaito ya Ndizi TV ni matenga na ino mwana tusile sana kwa tuachagete wochaiga mbakagaiga na ino nabaira ne ng'ambe ya mono igasimo ko na site nabasisenya
gati ya baikirana muna bwatani ba Ndizi TV abo baru engora asoyo mobo Jared Gwaro asoko mosirio moiboli.
We thank God for the wonderful memories and all the years he shared with us. We are honored to lift him to the Lord in the honor of the good man he was.
Ekerona ibolitwe na eto na ngoro kwa Andrew Momanyi. Ekerona soka isikaba kamba kapapa antivirus. Fata na gokiri wansisini. Amen sana.
Abara ibaikirana na muno mu MCO Kiogoro Ward Walter Muchache oyore ngara se amate amana okwanire mirobiri ya magendera begete asaba menyi ba Kiogoro
ngoba taipole sana asogo siritato mino nande obwanchani umubwate bogendere na obosani obuabete ase family tonainu bogendere nchirenga bneyo nyasaye bunarumya na nchena arwanete nkabwa ekerugo ya deputy majority whip jawano kinanya ala deputy whip igona nje tinde angana serikali egara ndwa nenda David Kiogoro ward ayonsi gakora kana sobu ya bwino ne support yino na senge njelia mukuna gukwana bya Kiogoro egara na nje nanya ala chinga kichingoro naenda kurwana ali
lazima wachache tuje hapa ili tukuje kuomboleza na mwanafunzi wetu. Kwa hiyo tunashukuru sana na tunasema pole kwa familia. Asante sana.
Omoyego yoni go era chinsa chia marogoba asomugaka Peter anyara kwenigwa. Asomoyego rero nigaba kwani banyara komoteba Peter Gwaro konyara koba omugaka bwekisemi omugaka bwogo semia omugaka omosemere tinyasaye uyubono onyalire kubanyora asebuna Ndizi TV tokorwe ngora yaito gochase amate ko reporter ya Ndizi TV kurwaiga sensemo ya Kiogoro gotoka sebunge ya Nyaribari chache county ya Kisii Elietaliane Ndemo Steven.
Mbia mono muri keto Ndemo Stephen ase oroboti ururikiranu koru ase chinsemeje totkana nayo nigo omurai wense Dr. William Samuel Ruto aganedie agusaganiriye kiombegetenere to gusangererie banko Kenya Revenue Authority korigia chinchera chekerero gutumeka chiro chyo ase ogusangereria ebango oigoni waganiriye ekiombekyo kwenekia buna babeire gosekwenekia buna ondebwense yetanire miaka 15 n'etatu nabwate eke namba ya kare goseke are 2019 enigaya kwana asama gacho KICC asege ikaro kie kiombekyo kya KRA asboigo aba gakugania barabo gusangireria ebangase chinjire chibwenerete kwene kiabuna ense ya Kenya yabereke gusuka mutwe.
GDP has risen to Kenya shillings 12 trillion, yet KRA only raised about 14% of GDP in revenues last year. In the past, KRA was able to raise 18% of GDP. If we collect the same target today, then we would have raised an extra 400 billion shillings. In that case, I expect KRA to raise at least 3 trillion by the end of the next financial year and to double the current collection in 5 years. Let me repeat, for the avoidance of doubt. I expect Kenya Revenue Authority to raise 3 trillion by the end of next financial year and to double the current collection in 5 years. Now time for a radical shift in our KRA model, focusing on a robust service charter anchored on technology, which explicitly commits to transform customer relationships, simplify the taxpayer processes, and optimize existing facilities to provide efficient services.
Ababwatani inse ye kiombe gya Kenya Association of Manufacturers nigo babwatukire chishiringi chimilioni emiyemo na 14 irigo konya abantu bali bakire n'umucando bumurakera naboigo enchara ase chinsemo au bakibese cyo nigo kirache kwenanwa gucyase ekiombe kya Red Cross ekyo kirache kobaga ase chinseme cyo okwana chinga kyecho nigo mukonyi bumurayi bwensere gadigashwa atebire bunamba chikogendera kubeke mirobero yo kwene kyabuna
Over 2.5 million livestock so far have died, and this means livelihoods of these communities affected. It means their lives being threatened.
We cannot have a thriving economy if one section of our community is left out. This calls us all to support those affected through the provision of food, assistance to the households that are currently food insecure, ensuring that we are taking care of the severely and moderately malnourished, as well as the livestock which have been heavily impacted.
The dire situation we are in calls for robust, sustainable and long-lasting solutions to drive Kenya into an agricultural powerhouse. This is because we have a lot of land suitable for crop and animal production into surplus. When we reach the surplus production, it will support our economy beyond the current contribution of 22.4% to the GDP, while creating more than 40% of jobs. We must no longer rely on rain-fed agriculture amid threats of climate change and other calamities like locust invasions.
Na magega yaba waziri gochorwa inse ya serikali ya Kenya kwanza ni gobono bagenderete koira amabagabe ro chakobo koreri gochase abananchi mu waziri w'echindemero Zakaria Njeru nigo abaga koira libagariaye asabaga kwariganiwa no mu waziri omukoro Muswati Farida oyote babuna nari no kwegena onsi nambache kubwatarana kwene kyabuna obokoreri oboikiranu asense mu echindemero wabere.
On behalf of the team that formed the former Ministry of Lands and the new teams from the other state departments, welcome you to this sector. It is a gratitude. Tana, ubarikiwe, Godspeed, as you.
That if President William Ruto had asked me to choose which pair of shoes to step, or chosen better pair of shoes than those I step in here this afternoon. I'm stepping into the shoes of truly a Kenyan giant, a Kenyan heroine, by any definition, by any stretch of the imagination. A lady that I have known for a long while. I had the privilege to work.
Ruto ne chikoreta maunchorerio imeyense ya Kenya okwana chinga kiecho kure nigo ateba namba cheko ene kiangubira na bari namba bwatani kurwase chinsemo au nabo igo abagavana kurwase chi county chons imense ya Kenya kwene kiabuna ngosira bale nabo igo kinia sector yubonchoreria.
We are talking with partners, several partners, development partners, and it is my commitment to the president and his deputy. Aggregation hub for manufacturing and export in every county, in all the 47 counties. And we're going to start any time now with the county of Embu, where we are working with the governors. This era also of we have a national government and private sector and the county government. You know, the Mwananchi does not care for that. So we want to work as a team. I am mobilizing the council of governors to give us the land. We are going to mobilize resources to put up the industrial and aggregation hubs and link them also to you guys who have got experience and create these hubs not just in Kenya but in other countries. I want to promise you by end of first quarter next year, for those of you who export to the DRC, you are going to send your products to the first Kenya warehouse in DRC.
Wizara ya Kigancha nigo yairwe na Profesa Njuguna Ndu tebire na chigo ikirania obokoreri erio kwene kyabuna wizara yo yaberege gukina okwana chinga kyecho yokabeire umuwaziri weke gosemu waziri bekigancha ukuru ya tan nigabaka gokwanira emeroberio au eyo ateba buna eise koligererwa so wemene chie kwororobya obokoreri ase wizara yo.
Sensitive and important projects, programs that the new president has mentioned, including the Hustler Fund, working with the SMEs. I am happy to inform you the seeds of those funds and programs are already here. Actually, they're at the point of germination. Some have already germinated. So what you need is just to continue watering them, giving the right appropriate nutrients so that they can flourish for the effective success. And in this I mean the Beshara Fund. At the Treasury here we have amalgamated the Youth Development Fund, the Women Fund, and the Wezo Fund into one and call it Beshara Fund to target the SMEs. This is something that you need to run with it.
It is always difficult when you are facing multiple shocks that are persistent because they distort the pattern and even limit you in terms of response. But we know that we are going to map out the response from the National Treasury and economic planning, and I'm sure that will be the plan that will be undertaken by most of the people so that we achieve the goals that we are responsible for, but more importantly, they're going to be sustainable.
Umugavana wa county ya Meru Kawira Mwangaza niga tuguteirare amangana bunanigo abotumeko visi yaebobe na boigo kogenda mamincha yeri chiko igendo kyairire aba MCA korwase county yo kogania kumurusyo visi boigo Kawira niga beire ga koiraneria ekyombege korwania obukurumi kya EACC na otauna nigo babwate ekirenga yokumonereria ase okumurusya visi.
Simama imara na hakuna makosa nimefanya na nimejibu the EACC allegations ambazo zilipelekwa na MCS because najua hawa ndio walipeleka and I know the person behind the whole thing walipeleka. I have answered to EACC. Maybe my lawyer akitaka kuwapatia kope atawapatia, na mimi sina makosa hata kidogo, ni siasa. Na Moi the late president alisema siasa mbaya maisha mbaya. Kwa hivyo wanasiasa wa Meru, waacheni siasa mbaya, tutakuwa na maisha mbaya. Na mama atasimama kidete. Nataka kusema serikali ya mama iko imara. Na hii ingine impeachment wanasema ati wataleta, wamesponsor, imeenda kila mahali. Hiyo sasa ndio tunaita hot hair. Wacha wapeleke hiyo impeachment kwa bunge. Ikipita kwa bunge wapeleke Senate. Ikipita huko twende High Court. I'm ready to defend myself because I know I've done nothing wrong. Hiyo ni kujaribu kuchafulia mtu jina ati Meru.
Mwancho murigereri bonekero twanyorero roboti orunta itingoira sensemo ya kabere ya studio tumanyorende mo Stephen iri atumanyina raya ya twarganirtie korwa sensemo ye Chigosori.
maiga yoko nyasanga mangana mayeko ruchinsemo au ayumono alingita mangana alingite siasa tiabono kwa ni asa mangana maya yechi goso dikurwanda so tengerete getaseni kia Ndizi TV korwa buna botambe nchere taya nende mo Steven Captain 001 Mwanchi mwa itocha kama ngana maya yechi goso dikurwa ase county ya Kisii abwa somo nyankongo bwenko yokorwa iga ase county ya Kisii omekaine buna Elijah Onsika anadira gweso kina gusabe serikali ya county ya Kisii gekora uno governor Paul Simba Arati amone serikali ya Nyamira gekora no governor Amos Nyaribo konyara kwana kibuna chi academy chechi gosori monomone ya academy yenkoyo imensemo ya county ya Kisii ni academy ya maminyoko ase county ya Nyamira konyara ko bachire chikorosi kwana kibuna enseme yoro wongo rwa Gusii ngoikere ebirengo yabwate bikora samngana yenkoyo na maminyoko
Digo nari gusaba our governor Simba Arati Kisii county esa olinere rusetia bachezaji abange b'umupira tonyari gutwari academy ya football eyiye koreta bachezaji bakuru ba Shabana amona intwe batene nerororo bari tap talents from the grassroots barete academy kuruse academy abana abajo Shabana kuri Shabana nabakonyora abana bajire professionals ngumbu eyiye go jawe konye mune kenyoro haya Nyamira county ase okonyoranga no abanyo bamunyokia bange baruete muna babo yonde asati amona abande etuare academy ya athletics bona abamunyoki bali abakuru muna babo mokamba babere ekambi ya athletics bago tap talents ku school wapi elinde tonyore ama minyoka ira nego no bozoku zane garoko nyoranga bo this time Kisii ni gotore mae kwa mangane y'umupira na athletics at large lakini ni mayete with Simba Arati ama no mwishimiwa Nyaribo ku Nyamira abuna abantu banje the sports aende nkore ngia base ko na ne direction ngia na batoko benda tambiro ya sports
bari abakoro rega mwenyorete omogosori Onsika sobogosori baye bwetanetie myaka 20 ase e club gia Kisumu Posta amonens e club gose e team ya Harambee Stars ase Onsika rekogosori buna omogosori obosio totea no omogosori Onsika dare kwanda somo nyakero go bwe team ya Gusii FC kogosori mya National Super League mekaine buna Paul Mayeko yonyandira gweso kina gusabe kiombe gyokora enko imense ya Kenya gia Football Kenya Federation FKF sabira bateneri ba ekiombe gia Football Kenya Federation kwana kibuna nkoli ikere ababwata ni gose sponsors abaranyare kwana kibuna chitimu ya National Super League nchubwate nibo iranyare go chikonya kogosori ya se league yeyo
akimate with the right people bali barenga obisirende muntu utali okora makosa nseye oruwe yani makosa iko I'm sure the officially arenga rongo chiro kolegasi neta kero okorwa onya makosa arenga oro transparency and